Each student in college has their own values in which they worship and take seriously every day. But three particular ones that should be considered above are the health, money, and passion of a young college student. So to begin, growing up as a young teen, I was fortunate enough to receive tons of advice from my father and on many of my choices that would make me go into college and transition into young adulthood. I am thankful for being raised by such a caring and supportive man who pushed me to keep my limits. I was taught many things, several specific ones being how to keep myself healthy both physically and mentally, handling my money well and being responsible with it, and finding what I want for my future and being passionate to reach my career goals. I personally keep these as my most important values to this day, and so should each college student. So basically, what I did is first I'm speaking about why I value these things, and after that I speak on how I value these things. So that could apply to all college students too. So like what they could do to keep these values to themselves as well. So to begin, I will explain why I value my health and why all college students should, as well as we could do remain active and manage to take on a workload of classes throughout our education. So when speaking about health, I think about mental and physical health. These two aspects of health can be taken care of very simple actually. Being a college student, my mental health is valued. The reason being that I must keep myself in great conditions in order to succeed throughout college and simply prevent myself from being sick as I'm certain no one wants to be sick. There have been many occasions where I've been terribly sick or even a simple headache and I've missed class. So make sure to take care of myself and not to be in that situation. So to begin with my mental health, when referring to mental health, I think of the decisions we make, our sociability with others, and what I believe is very common among us, stress. So to begin, I deal with stress by taking naps, resting and relax, listening to music, watching movies, just to get that off my head. Maintaining a good social life with others is really important as well. Keeping my close friends to myself, they're always there for me. They have my back, so that could really help with your mental health as well. And having the right mindset to make life-changing choices. So you got to be smart. Don't be stupid. Don't make stupid things that will just ruin your life forever. Physical health. Fatigue is the biggest reason why students procrastinate in school and get lazy to get up and go through their days. And I admit to be one of those students, honestly. Therefore, I know I must take care of my body in order to avoid becoming lazy and stay on track with school. So one thing I do to stay healthy is keeping my food diet. I start with a good breakfast as always. I follow by lunch and then dinner. This routine helps me know what I have to eat throughout the day and just stay healthy. And also exercising several times a day to remain active and avoid fatigue. I don't usually go to the gym, but if not, I'll just go on a walk or stuff like that around campus. It just helps me stay active and not be lazy. So aside from ensuring one's health is up to par, knowing how to be responsible and intelligent with money and finances in general is another value which must apply to every college student and is a cruelty necessary for life in college. I forgot to mention my object representing my health is Tylenol because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this. I keep this on me whenever I have a headache and it helps me stay on track with school. I always have headaches, so I have to keep it on me. And for money, for finances, of course, money. But all right, so finances. Finances are a major thing I value as it is the reason why I'm attending the great school of San Jose State. It is important to know how to manage your finances in order to avoid debt as college students. Knowing how to manage my money was important for myself and my family, as it is thanks to their hard work and earnings that they paid for my tuition. That being the case, it is important to be grateful for money and not put it to waste. So to spend money, I tend to spend money a lot, which is terrible. But we as young adults have the tendency to spend all our money on things we don't even need. We spend it on food, entertainment, and clothes. When wanting to buy something expensive, I always think of what my money really is good for and what I don't need. So to begin, I need to know what my money is good for and what I have to use it on. So my personal items. So coming into college, I made a list of what I needed and what I didn't need. So that was easy. So like my bath stuff, the clothes, and all that stuff. And also a good thing to use during college is books and stuff like that. So always find the cheapest and best options for school supplies. So if you're gonna buy books, make sure to buy rented or used books. It's like way cheaper and it's the same thing. Don't buy new books if you're not gonna use them the next semester. It's just a waste of money. And aside from spending money, you also need to know how to save money. So you never know when you're going to be in a major need of money for a big situation. That is why it's always important to save money to the side. Back to my previous slide, saving money will also come in very handy when switching and going in debt, which a lot of college students go into, which is really terrible. So again, don't go buying things like crazy. Buying expensive shoes, for example, I always buy shoes, which is really stupid. I spend like hundreds of dollars on them, which is a big mistake, but hey, everyone makes mistakes. You gotta stay away from your savings too. I have my savings account. Honestly, I always touch it. I always get my hands on it. Every time I want to buy something, I'm like, I'll just take out a couple of dollars. Like it won't hurt, but eventually it does hurt when I look back at my bank account and a lot of money gone is gone. So yeah, stay away from your savings and it'll definitely help. So last but certainly not least, being passionate about what you want to do and what career you're chasing will get you through any obstacle. So my passion growing up was always building things and learning how the engines are made, more specifically cars. I'm a mechanical engineering major, so I grew up with that. I've always wanted to design and work with cars and make thousands of parts that they're made up of and create new designs to benefit the future. I will do whatever it takes to accomplish a mechanical engineering degree and work in that field I desire. So I couldn't bring it with me because it was a project from last semester. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a picture of a robot we made. It was really cool. It took a long time, but it was a start. This was the first ever robot I made, and what it did, it was programmed to go to a can and grab the can and bring it back to us. So that was really cool, and it worked out perfectly, and I was really excited about it. So, but for passion, you need to have motivation, of course. I'm sure at some point we have had our parents and send us motivational memes and stuff like that to inspire us. Although at times we might not take those serious, those messages are really what we should pay attention to and think about. A passionate student will follow his career by achieving his major at whatever it takes. Hard classes are a lot of work, so you gotta be motivated by something to get to those hard classes. And anything you love will motivate you to reach that goal of obtaining it. So, for example, if you like a girl for the guys, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get to that girl. You gotta be motivated to get that girl. Okay. And aside from being motivated, you gotta be dedicated. To be dedicated is something means you have to take something seriously and remain focused on the job that we love. And that goes back to Mamba mentality recipe. Kobe, Mamba mentality. Being dedicated and engaged in college courses, even if they are difficult. So you need to take the time to study the material on your own. If you don't study on your own on your free time, then you're not gonna do well in classes. A dedicated person will certainly reach farther distance than one who does not care about education. So there's a lot of people in this campus that do not care about their education and they're not gonna go anywhere. So you guys be focused. Now, onto my closing statement. I hope I've convinced my audience to keep these values part of the top priorities as I have them as mine, and it will get them through education and career and understand why I keep it as my three top values. So, in conclusion, I have lived my life by keeping these values as my top priority throughout my education, and that is why I have been able to succeed through each class. And to this day, I've been able to attend this school and know that every college student will reach the success by following the example. So some examples towards you guys that you could do is maintain a good sleeping schedule, have a good diet, have tons of communication with others, and good mental health to make sure your health is up to par. You gotta make good, responsible choices with money and learn small methods of saving them every day. And for passion, you gotta find what you want to do and be